All right, my name is Raymond Tyler, and we are here at Vision's Third Thursday Business Mixer here at the Little Wellness Arts Center. And our special guest this evening is the one and only Winnie Anderson. Winnie and myself worked for several years together at the American Red Cross, and then she went on to become a marketing consultant, very successful. She works with several large and small businesses.
Small and mid-sized.
Small and mid-sized businesses. And she's here this evening to talk to us about online marketing. So Winnie, right now you have the floor.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me, Ray. So online marketing is a huge topic, and I wanted to just focus my comments on the importance of online marketing and how local established businesses can really take advantage of it. First of all, if you're not online, get there. There's just no excuse for dragging your feet, for not being involved. The technology has advanced to the point where virtually anyone can do it themselves to get started. So money is not an obstacle. I was thinking about it driving over here. You can get started with a very simple website that you can manage yourself with hosting for under $100 a year. You know, the registration of the name, of the domain name, the hosting, really less than $100 a year. So there's just no excuse for not having a website and a web presence. Technology, as I said, has continued to advance. And the statistics, and I wish I could remember the exact organization that I saw the study that they had done, but studies have shown that people are turning to their mobile devices now more and more. We're all on the road, we're all working all kinds of hours, and they want the information when they want it, where they want it. So if people are looking on their phone for a restaurant and they're not finding you, well, they're going to your competitor. People want the hours when you're open. They want your menu. They want to be able to make a reservation. They want to be able to interact with you without actually interacting with you. So you've got to have a web presence that allows them to do that, no matter what price point you sell your offerings at. So whether you're the local dry cleaner or you are the local engineering firm, you've got to have a web presence. So just what I find that a lot of people are confused about is, well, what are all these pieces that I need in order to have a web presence? First of all, you need to have a domain name. And we use the terminology, you know, did you buy that domain name? We never actually buy it. We actually technically rent it, but that's the language we use, is that we buy a domain name. So you need to own your company's domain name in the .com version, if at all possible. If you're a solo professional, you need your business name, but you also need your name. Every one of us should have our own name as a domain. That's the way the world works today. So RaymondTyler.com. And if some other Raymond Tyler has purchased it and Ray Tyler isn't available either, then it's helpful to use some kind of descriptor. So maybe it's Raymond Tyler Consultant, just to make it up, .com. But get your own domain name, you know, your name, as well as the name of your business. Now, if you're a consultant, and a lot of my clients are independent consultants or small consulting firms, you also need to think about getting domain names for all of your offerings. So for example, I teach a class called Break Free and Breakthrough. And yeah, I got breakfreeandbreakthrough.com. So the programs that I'm going to be offering in 2014 and beyond, when I come up with the name of that program, the first thing I do is go to GoDaddy.com and I see if that domain is available, and if it is, I jump on it. Now, yes, GoDaddy is a little bit pricier than Bob's Domains, or these, because there are a zillion domain purveyors out there. I'm making up Bob's Domains. But it is worth the money to deal with a top shelf, big brand name domain registrar. My choice is GoDaddy. and just search for GoDaddy coupon, and you'll get discount codes, and you'll be able to save some money. So that is a must do. Then you need to get a host, because yes, you can have a free website. Go to WordPress, and you can, WordPress.com, and you can set up a free website. And you know what happens? You can't control it because you don't own it. It's WordPress's. It's not yours. People who only have a Facebook page, oh, I don't need a website, I have a Facebook page. You don't own that. Facebook does. You have a LinkedIn page. Great, that's LinkedIn's. So you need to have your own website that is your storefront on the web. So you've got your registrar, you've got your hosting. I use HostGator. Their service is just beyond compare. They are fabulous. I can't gush about them enough. HostGator, I think it cost me $60. Here's how great HostGator is. They called me up and said, you've been a client for 3 years. We'd like to give you a 20% discount on your hosting. Okay. So, you want to work with reputable people who provide great service. So, GoDaddy for your domain, HostGator for your hosting, and then you can use, yes, free software like WordPress, and you can start a very simple site all by yourself. You only need a few pages just to get started, but at some point, hire a professional, because it is your brand online, and if you're trying to pinch pennies with your image, you're going to end up looking cheap, and it's going to look like you're pinching pennies with your image. So get that site up there. The other important piece that you need, this is very important, you need an email collection and broadcast system. These services range from $10 a month on up to $30, $40, $50 a month. Start simply. There's a company I use called Mad Mimi, believe it or not, MADMIMI.com, $10 a month. Mad Mimi is so simple to use. My church, I got them to use it. It is literally drag and drop. Very, very simple. But you need to collect email addresses so that you can send out broadcast information and keep in touch, stay top of mind with your clients and with your potential clients. Because if you're not staying top of mind, you're not keeping in touch with them, somebody else will. And then when they're ready to buy, they're going to think of somebody else. So now, $10 a month for Mad Mimi. Hosting is like $6 a month. And you pay a one-time, once a year, like $7 or $12 most for renting your domain name every year. You register that every year. What is that? We're talking about less than maybe $120 total for everything. So you really need to, about $150. You really need to just spend the money and do it. It's worth it. It's what people expect of you. And now when they can't, I know when I can't find a company online, I'm like, are you serious about your business or not? So that's the very basics of what's involved with online marketing and how you can get started very, very simply.